who is chilling in his main right now. Okay. Let's see. It looks like CuHz is posturing to take his third right now, but is that cloaking? Oh, that's the Mobius reactor. So we are going to be seeing some drop play come. Definitely once these starports start churning out some. It is double reactor churning out some medevacs at this time. So with that many, I'm definitely going to see stims up, and we're going to be seeing a nice push with some drop action going on, I'm sure, out of Ogna. Mobius reactor's about 2/3 of the way done, and Psystorm is going to be, so it's going to be interesting. Is there a, yeah, the High Templars are on the field from the Templar Archive, so that's going to be able to, or no, sorry, he's using the DTs. Yeah, I keep seeing this more and more from the Korean players. They like to use the DTs when they go with early DT play. They just say, screw the wait a minute. Nope, no, wait a second. Yeah, they're using more of the actual DTs. They keep the High Templars to work to feedback on the medevacs and things like that, and they actually use the DTs to.
Oh, but we got a drop in the back. I hate to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Let's take a look. Gonna target fire down a couple probes. First probe goes down, and 2 probes go down. 3 probes go down. 4 or 5 probes are just getting evaporated. They really need to move out of there or something. But the Zealots are coming in, and a couple Sentries and Stalkers. Oh boy, here come oh no, the High Templar feedback on the medevacs. Oh. Wow, what a great storm.
Oh, the storm.
Oh my god, these medevacs are useless right now, and they need to fly away. Oh, but it met by a Phoenix. I did see a Starport chrono boosting out something. I didn't get a chance to see what it was. I had to go check out that drop, but these Phoenixes, or sorry, this Phoenix is going to clear out these medevacs for sure. They're too fast for that.
Now, something I want to mention, he sent a small little, I wouldn't say army or anything, of just a couple Marines and Marauders up the right side while his drop went up the left side. And the only thing that CuHz saw was that army going up the right side. So he immediately sent everything over to that way, and that's why all those probes got decimated.
Right. The reason I thought he was reactoring out those medevacs like that was I thought he was going to try for some really impressive, maybe a 2-pronged attack, sort of mobilized with those Marines and Marauders.
That is what he did.
Oh, did he try to do that?
He sent a small, like Harry said, small little army down to the bottom and destroyed the Twilight Council and the Dark Shrine.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. I'm glad you guys are keeping an eye out. I am dead tired. But yeah, I was thinking with that many medevacs, he was going to actually do some sort of double job play and not actually push with the army, just hold the army back. But good stuff. He was able to stop that the Dark Shrine, but unfortunately, behind all that in the main, actually, there is a Templar Archive, so he is going to be able to get storms, feedbacks, and eventual Archons. And here you're going to be seeing the first Archon, just as I said it, being warped in. And nobody's really committing to anything. It's a lot of, I don't want to say turtling, but just sort of macroing at this point. 4 ghosts are on the field, and personal cloaking is being researched. So we're going to be seeing some pretty interesting stuff. Is that a 5th? Oh my god. 4th, sorry. 4th being taken for CuHz in the bottom, really neutral position, so accessible by his opponent. Look how close the army of Ogna is to that 4th base that just went up. It's a really risky position. He decided to forego that bottom right expansion on his own side of the map. So this is going to be really, really interesting. Mobilizing is the force with just those 2 medevacs now, as 2 were killed in that drop play by that Phoenix. So we're going to be seeing just these 2 to heal up some stim and combat damage. But as soon as the personal cloaking finishes, which it just did, these ghosts are going to be able to kind of stealth in and do some work. So
he's really going to have to micro those High Templar not to get EMP'd. Otherwise, it's just GG.
Right. Looking for some DTs or observers on his army right now. Not seeing anything. I don't even know if there's a robo in play, for God's sake, to even have an observer. I don't see a robotics facility.
Here comes a drop.
Where? Oh, yeah, right on the top again.
Another one.
He's going straight for the same. I don't know if I like this so much. It's definitely going to be vulnerable, that's for sure. It's a great choice. But how much is really here, you know? There's, what, a total of 10, 12 probes or something? So here they go. Let's take a look at this drop, see what he's able to accomplish with this. He's so out for that assimilator, and I think he's finally going to get it this time. The stim comes up. What's he going to be going for? It's going to be gateways and pylons and lions and tigers, and oh my, he's aiming for pylon, goes down. Zealots warp in to try to slow it down a little bit. I can't even tell. What is he trying to focus his fire down? Just his gateways at this point. Yeah, I would like to see him do something else besides the gateway.
Yeah, I'd like to see the pylon getting target fired, but
he was target firing.
Now he's finally going to the cybernetics core. It looks like a couple of these Marines are on the cybernetics core. That's going to halt Stalker and Sentry production. I like that a lot better than even the Templar archive. Yeah, finally, as you said, the pylon does go down. More pylons go down. Where's the army for
this? I can tell you that immediately. It's in the base of Ogna.
Oh, he's doing a little base trade. I see. Okay. All right. So now both players are just opting for the base trade. I mean, this is the really the Zealots come in to clean up this drop here in the main. But over on the other side of the map, these Archons are just hitting so hard. These Marines and Marauders cannot stand against any of this. What are you guys thinking? Finally, the Archons got cleaned up. Whew.
Well, we do see Ogna still coming out on top as far as supply, and immediately just spamming out, just pounding on that A button. Or, sorry, the D button, rather.
Yeah, tons of Marauders to take care of these Archons, and with concussive shells, are pretty good against retreating Zealots and things, too. So, a great unit composition so far. Simple, Marines, Marauders, Medevacs, and the Ghosts are on the Ghosts. I think, does he still have some Ghosts out? Yeah, he has one Ghost left on the field with personal cloaking. But here's another engagement here at that risky fourth that I just said earlier is so risky, and he decided to really heavily gateway it off. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I really don't like where he placed that fourth. Just compared to where his other bases are, it's not optimal.
Right. If he was planning on moving up with that army, which he did, it was a fine position. But he went for a base trade and lost all those Archons. So I think he regretted that immediately after he lost, what, 5 Archons or something? Here comes the engagement. These Zealots are going to get destroyed by these Marines and Marauders right here. Just 0-1 are these ground units, but that's all it takes. I mean, with unupgraded units, oh my god, 6 gateways just got powered down by the Artosis of all Artosis pylons.
Artosis pylon.
There goes a 5th gateway. That is so many gateways to put at the riskiest expansion on the whole map. I don't like it. The Nexus is about to go down. He has no army. He's down by 80 supply. This is just a well thought out game by Ogna. He wanted to come in with some crazy drop plays and some cool 2-pronged attacks, and I think he just followed his strategy to a T. He came in with a set idea, didn't do a whole ton of scouting, had some good scans, but this is it. Once these Archons go down, it's pretty much GG. A couple DTs are in there for the Salvation DT. We're able to take down a few units, but at this point down by over 100 supply, no Salvation DT is going to be able to do that much damage. And here comes sort of the final push, I would think, at this point. Again sticking to that DT, but look at the bank of Ogna right now. 2,300 gas alone.
He's pretty rich. He is pretty rich.
Is Bill Gating StarCraft 2 right now. Yeah, I just used Bill Gates as a verb. What you gonna do about it?
We're gonna be seeing a nuke in production. God, I hope we see some nuke.
What I like is he's at least, you know, using his money. He's pretty aware that this game is next to over. A new Dark Shrine is up in Kuhn's base, as we saw him warping in those DTs, but no DT is going to be able to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
He has too many scans. He's running on 1, 2, 3, 4 bases, 5 bases. 5 bases is Ogna, and it's just as soon as he decides to push, this game is over.
Just a
We got a
flood of
nuke.
units
Where is
right
it?
now.
Where is it? I see it. There's no observer on the field. That's what you get for not building a robotics facility. This Nexus and 2 probes. Sit down, son. And 1 probe lived inside the assimilator. One
What a
probe
G.
kill. That's a successful nuke. That's the American nuke right there. Is that 1 probe? Drop a nuke on it. GG from Coons. Finally, after all that, the George W. Bush nuke was dropped to kill 1 singular probe.
That poor probe.
That's gonna do it. Some good drop play. Early drop play was successful. Saw his opponent mobilizing. Immediately kept his army back to defend at his main. Dropped in his opponent's main and was able to do a huge amount of damage. I mean, he had 10 to 15 probe kills just in that first drop alone until some zealots started being warped in. Coons unfortunately focused so much on buildings and really sort of useless things with those Archons and just sort of led them to death. Just the good concussive shells, the just 0-1 upgrades for both players. I think the Protoss needed to do a lot better defending. There wasn't enough Stalkers to take care of the Medivacs. The High Templars were good, but unfortunately they were in horrible positions. They had to use a Storm on the drop, although it was great, but unfortunately they were in no offensive position to ever help. The 4th, again, I keep saying I didn't like the position of it. I liked the fact that he was planning on moving out. Coons at that point wanted to mobilize his army in order to protect that 4th a little bit better and hold down the middle of the map, grab control of the Zalnaga towers. But unfortunately, his plan, the way he saw it in his brain, unfortunately broke down with the superior drop play and 2-pronged attacks. Any last words?
Not a whole lot except for GG to our Terran player. Those drops were on point. His macro was on point, and it basically just led to that excellent game we just saw.
Bada bing, bada boom, short and sweet and to the point. That's what we're about. GTL Game Talk Live. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Ice, the casting phenom, alongside Tables My BR, Gridlock, wishing you guys a good night.